Hey, HR friends, welcome back. So, this is vlog number 3. And if you haven't seen vlog 1 or 2 yet, these are really done in a sequential order. So, I would highly suggest that you just stop right here. You go down to the vlog library that's located on the vlog tab on the Health Reconnected page. And below the YouTube viewer, we have the present vlog posted. There's a vlog library. What you'd want to do is start with one and then catch yourself up to where we are. And we're going to just keep posting these as we continue to teach people how to use this technology. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this up to real time. Okay, so it's Saturday, June 22nd, 2024 at 12:47 p.m. And the time bar is showing you exactly where we are within my rhythm. Okay, and yesterday in the second blog video, I was telling you, I already told you about this time, what I was going to do. When I got to this part right here, I said, look at my physical rhythms. I am going to be jacked full of energy. My emotional state is going to be in a more relaxed state. This is when I'm going to try to get a bunch of work done. And you can see that my emotional rhythm, my micro emotional, that's this one here. We talked about this in vlog 1 and 2 about how to capture this place. You can see that my body is starting to ramp down. So even though I feel like I have energy, what's going on internally inside of me with my organs, they're starting to ramp up as well. Now, it's not super strong yet. Okay. So in the yellow, and this kind of goes into the green just a little bit. When I said yesterday, when I get in the green, I pretty much sit still. I am. I'm sitting at a desk and I'm making some videos that's not, you know, overexerting myself. Let's put it that way. Now, right before I started this, I got a little hungry. So what I ended up doing is I just made myself a light salad, some cucumbers, some carrots, some avocado, and light dressing. Now, I did this because I'm aware that internally my body's ramping up to start to try to do some reparative and some healing and regenerative process. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that it has all the basic building blocks and fundamental things that it needs, all the nutrition that it needs in order to do this. Okay. The other thing is I don't want to get hangry. All right. So when you have this downspill like here and you don't eat and then your physical rhythms come up here, that's when people start to get that, man, I'm really hungry. I need to have something. That's the last thing I want. Now, just be smart and see how I'm harnessing this. Very small, very light, anti-inflammatory snack. And then you can see right now it's getting a little bit stronger as far as what my healing response is. I'm just sitting here at the computer. I'm not doing too much activity, low key. Now, as this progresses, I'm probably going to have another snack here, something light, something anti-inflammatory, and making sure I'm getting plenty of water. I'm going to watch my rhythm today. When I hit this peak right here, it's going to happen maybe about 6:15. Okay. In fact, let's just go to it so we can see. So what I'm doing here is I'm fast forwarding the micro emotional. This is a 3.5 hour fast forward button. This is going to take me right to that point. There it is. Now let's back up just a hair here so we can get right on it. I said it was about 6:15. I think pretty close. All right. So at 6:29 p.m., I'm going to have this little spike. Now, when this spike comes up, this is like the warning system to my body and my internal structure, my internal rhythms. It's saying, okay, you just peaked. This is what happens every 12 hours. Now, what you want to do is you're going to want to eat and then you're going to want to rest. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So from 6:15 to 6:29, I'm going to be heating up my food, preparing my food, making sure it's ready to go. And then by 6:45, I hopefully will be laying in my bed, try to sleep if I'm tired enough. Okay. And I'm going to make sure that I'm inactive during this entire period right here. How long is that? So from 6:45 p.m., we're going to hit this or the micro emotional control one more time. That's 3.5 hours till 10:21 p.m. tonight. Then at 10:21, you're going to see that I'm going to hop right back on this computer and I'm going to continue to make videos because guess what? Now I've got some more physical up and down going. And if I'm hungry, this is where I would snack again, but it would be a very light snack. And then you can see my energy is going to bump up. Now, this one's going to be a little tricky here because you can see that we still have some pretty good healing strength going on here. I'm probably getting back into bed. If I'm tired, definitely tired, I'm going to bed before 1 o'clock. And I shouldn't have any problem sleeping through this because this is really starting to pull things down and it's going to hold things down. And then I just get back into my normal rhythm tomorrow. Now, that's for me. I'm doing all this preparation because there's only one 24-hour period in every 6.5 day sequence where this rest and healing phase comes in. So important that you start to understand how to do this. So important that you start to understand how to use your rhythm and how to make the best choices with your rhythm. If you're an athlete or if you need your body to perform at high levels, having this information is like cheating. You know what I mean? Because we get ourselves in these habits of just doing the same routine every single day. Why doesn't that work? This is why. The ocean tide, for example, if you live around the ocean, what you'll see is the tide sequence is offset every day by anywhere from 25, depends on the season, will be offset from half an hour up to an hour, and it'll be different every single day. Well, that's exactly what's happening to your rhythm. So if you force yourself into a time schedule in your time zone where every day at 8 o'clock you do this, every day at 9 o'clock you do this, unfortunately, your rhythm is going to keep moving through at a different time. So if you force yourself to eat here instead of here, you're not really helping yourself. Okay. I think now people are starting to get an idea of how important this is if you really value your health and you want to give your body the best ability to heal. There's no other way to say that. Now, this is low hanging fruit. This does not require you to change thought. This does not require you to try to work out your differences. Now, I suggest you do all those things too, because if you're not getting all of the stress in your life out, it's going to be hard to get rest during this time. A lot of people have trouble sleeping, and pretty soon you're going to see why it's harder certain nights than others. It's because you have unfinished business that you've been avoiding. That's what that means. All right. So, really, Blog 3 was all about just trying to connect the dots here and start to help you to understand when you're going to want to eat, how much you're going to want to eat, how you're going to harness your rhythm by looking at what's going on here, making sure that you're harvesting as much of this downtime when your body can heal, making sure that I have my larger meal, not huge. You mean you don't want to over inundate your body, but you definitely want to give it the things it needs. And you can be sure that I'm going to be taking some nutrition today, just a general multivitamin. I'm going to add some B vitamins in with this as well, and just tons of water. Okay. And remember, I'm going to drink water knowing that I'm going to be filtering more. So don't be annoyed if you have to get up to pee. That's a good thing. Your body is purifying when that happens. That is a natural process. Don't try to hinder it. Definitely don't dehydrate yourself during this time. A lot of people do that. They don't want to drink because they don't want to get up. Now, I understand if you've got mobility issues, that I get. But still, I would not recommend it. I would figure out a different strategy because water, vitally important for healing. No doubt about that. All right, so that's a good place to stop here. We're going to start to really get into some new information in the next vlog here. So stay tuned. Talk to you soon.